Hi guys, so today I'm going to show you how I did this makeup. I talk about having acne, wearing glasses, round faces, and I also do some contouring. So let's get to it. The first step is going to be foundation for me. And what I use is this Revlon Color Stay. I use the shade 250 Fresh Beige, just in case you were wondering. And to apply it, I use this brush. And it's really important when you have acne that you wash your brushes frequently. So I'm just going to take a little bit on the very tip of the brush, just about like that. I'm going to start pressing it all over into the skin. Forget to bring it down your neck, and especially for me because this is not exactly the right shade 100%. You probably should pin your pin your bangs out of the way if you have them. I just don't because I have a third eye I don't want you to see. The next step is going to be concealer. What I am using is Glamouflage by Hard Candy. I use medium light. So I am going to be using this brush, which as you can see is not the greatest brush in the world. So I'm just going to start out by taking a very, very small amount, and I am going to kind of draw a triangle. And I actually do take it to about there. I'll be using this to do the contouring, and to get a better line with it, I'm just going to be pinching it a little bit. So to start out with, I am going to take this brown, this dark brown. I am going to be taking it first right under my cheekbone. You don't want to just do this one piece and expect it to kind of break up the roundness. You also want to extend it upwards and extend it downwards. So I'm going to continue this line up here into my temple. And then I'll take it down here and a little under the jawline. And now I'm going to take some of the white. I'm wiping this off really well. I probably should have done the white first, but I didn't, so I'll do it now. So again, just taking this very bright white, and I'm going to take this right here. So don't really take it past there. So there, and also a little bit here. So the next step is this really scary bright pink. You don't have to use a pink like this, but any blush really will work. And I'm going to start right back here actually, and I'm going to start pretty close to the brown. I am just going to blend everything by just swirling it around. So you want to make sure that you clean off your brush really, really well, or use another brush, which is actually a much better idea. And that already looks much, much better. And I'm wiping off the brush again, and then buffing down here. For my eyebrows, I use this Mary Kay Luxury Liner Brow Pencil. I use it in soft black, and I make small flicks in the same direction that the hair grows in. For the eyeshadow, I am going to start with the base of this Mary Kay cream eye color in Beach Blonde. I am going to go ahead and apply it using this brush, starting in the inside corner of the eye, along the lash line, and up into the brow from there. I am going to put a powder on top of this, so I'm not terribly concerned about how it goes on. And just a little bit under. And I'm using this CoverGirl collection of eyeshadows. I believe it's in 260 Coffee Shop. So I'm going to be using the lightest and the darkest. So this as the highlighter, and then this later on. So I'm going to take up quite a bit of the highlighter on the same brush and kind of just pat it into place. And then I'll repeat the whole process on the other eye. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to draw in a socket. So I do this using one of the same kind of eyebrow pencils that I used for my eyebrows. This one is, I think, in chestnut brown. But I'll go ahead and I'll draw in a basic shape, and then I'll go back through with powder over it. I'm going to start about here, and I'm going to take it up like this. So more or less like that. It doesn't have to be entirely perfect right now because I am going to blend it. So I blend it out to just about there. And then right over that, I'll use the same brush, and I'll take just a small amount of this dark brown powder, and I'll put that in the corner, and then I'll drag it up just a little bit. And then I blend it from there. So that's about how it ends up on my eye. So I'm going to go ahead and do the same thing with the liner and then the powder on the other eye. Now I try and get it as even as possible, but because I wear glasses, I don't really worry too much about whether it's 100% the same on both sides. What I'll do is I'll just take some of this and I'll clean that up. And I'll do that anyway on the other eye, just kind of go around. I am using this Airspun powder. It's been around for forever. It has this like super old school smell to it. Some people say that they hate the smell, but I actually really like it because it smells like old lady makeup. So I just put it on starting at the under eye. So the next step is the eyeliner. This looks really, really awful. but it is absolutely my favorite. It is the Kat Von D eyeliner, and I know that she has a couple, but I'll make sure to put it down in the description which exact one it is. I'll take my mirror and I hold it under my face, and so I'm looking down the whole time. Because I have hooded eyes, I don't want to try and do something head on because I have very, very little surface area to try and work with then. So I look down and I also raise my eyebrows a little. So I'll start at the inner corner. I'm actually going to stop there on that eye and do the same on the other. Next, I'm going to do the wing, and when I do the wing, I want to pretend like my lower lash line extends beyond where it currently ends. So I'm going to take this and bring it up just like that. And I'm just going to draw that one line for right now. So just like that. And I'm going to do the same thing on the other eye before I continue. And I do it that way so that I can kind of gauge and make sure that they're both going to be even before I continue when I lay everything down, because it's a lot easier to remove one thin line than a whole wing. So from here, I'm going to just kind of connect them. So like that. You just kind of draw one little line like that, and then kind of connect it to the lower lash line. So now in between those two lines that I just made, I'm going to take this white, I wouldn't really recommend this one, but this is from NYC. It's one of their dual liners, and you just put a tiny bit in between those two lines, and then a little bit onto the lash line. The waterline, pardon me. So you'll want to take your finger like I just did and kind of smudge out just the very, very tippy edge so it blends out. And last for the eyes, I'm going to use this 1x1. I know it doesn't look like it says anything, but it was in my makeup bag, so I think it's called 1x1 by Maybelline. Today I'm going to be using this Milani, and it's in 07 Best Red. I'm also going to use their True Instant Color Statement Lip Liner in 02, which I believe is True Red. It's pretty similar. It's not that close, but I use it anyway. I start out by lining them and starting at the point. So there you have it. Hopefully this tutorial made some sense. If not, go ahead and leave me a comment or send me a message. Or if you think of anything else that you'd like to have me show you how I do, feel free to go ahead and suggest things. I'm gonna try and do a few more of these tutorial videos if this one is successful. So you can go ahead and head over to my Tumblr, which is fatandnerdy.tumblr.com, and follow me there or send me a message. Thanks!